Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of Bitcoin as well as some point and figure chart analysis in view of the recent 50,000 high, 51,000 high that Bitcoin's made. Looking at the daily daily Ichimoku cloud, we can see price action is very extended from the top end of the cloud, so there is quite significant risk at these elevated levels. So you just look at the distance there, and if we look at the weekly Ichimoku cloud, we can see this is an unsustainable type trend from a price action and technical analysis point of view. But as long as it keeps going higher, well, who are we to complain? Just keep those trailing stop losses in place and everybody will just do fine. Watch out for the reversal risk on the weeklies, indicating that we're a little bit extended up here, as well as on the daily. So there's consolidation risk back down to the 45,000 level. Pretty quickly we can see these upward continuation patterns with pullbacks. We had the initial buy signal of cloud chart cross buy signals back here in October, and that just kept on motoring ahead. So watching very closely to see what the situation is. If we look at the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin, you can see there's been some fantastic trading opportunities. Cloud cross buys, cloud cross sells, comes extended from the cloud, take profit, wait for the cloud cross buys again, and then another nice cloud cross buy. We wouldn't buy anything below the cloud because that's technically a downtrend. Price action above the cloud is bullish, price action below the cloud is bearish. Another fantastic cloud chart buy signal in and around these support levels, and off we go. And the front end of the cloud here it gives you an idea where the key support levels are on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. All right. So the next point, just looking at the point and figure chart analysis. Where is it? There we go. So with point and figure charts, for those of you that don't know how it works, is the X's and O's. There's no time frame on the chart. We're only interested in the price. If the price goes up by $250, then we make a little X, and if the price goes down by $250, we make a little O. Now, for a uptrend to change to a downtrend, where we are now, Bitcoin needs to reverse by $750 because that's the point and figure chart box size 3. So we think in terms of volatility here, $750 move to the downside would be significant from a point and figure chart perspective to signal the start of a new downtrend. Now, if we just go back to the point and figure chart, initial buying zone was back here at the 5,000 level. If we just see here, Bitcoin sold off after hitting these highs. Bitcoin sold off. And then this trend, the current trend, all started back here at 5,000 with the reversal there. So 750 reversal there was the buy signal. Then we acted the 10,250 target, got to the 10,250 target, broke through that resistance, broke through the 12,500 point and figure chart target. When it broke past the 12,500, we then had the 17,500 target, and then Bitcoin moved higher to meet that 17,500 target, consolidated there a little bit because that old high there was a significant resistance zone, and then up it went. Now, when it broke out of this consolidation period, the secondary buy point was there at 19.5. It then activated the 35,750 point and figure chart target, and we eventually got there. It went way beyond it to about 41,000, pulled back, consolidated there, quite a high volatility consolidation, back down to the bottom end trend support, and then rebounded from here. So the ideal buy point was this reversal here at the bottom end of the trend, as well as another secondary buy point at 34,500. That then activated the 41,000 point and figure chart target. So that was that the market, the Bitcoin moved up higher to that level, consolidated a little bit there. Then the next buy point was this point and figure chart breakout at 42.50. That moved higher, and then we had a secondary target. We had this 58,000 target, which come from this move down back here in December. And then if we add a new upside, we'll see where this one comes from. No, that one's there. Yeah, 40. Yeah. So just hold on. So this thrust, point and figure thrust past 47,500, then activated the 64,750 target, but be aware we have a secondary target of 55,000, so we're very close to the 55,000 target, so that's the next stop. Do expect a consolidation in and around these levels as we get close to these targets. There's always profit taking place in and around targets, and the risk is you want to watch out for a $750 reversal to the downside at this target to signal a consolidation or a profit taking signal. So that's the key thing to watch out for. The next target after 55 is 58,000, and then 64,750 and 65,750, but I don't think we'll get to these targets without a significant consolidation in Bitcoin. It's just we'll probably have some consolidation that we've had here in and around the 50,000 level, so watch out for that. There is significant profit taking risk in and around these point and figure chart levels, but so far so good. Moving higher, these are the upside targets, not without consolidation risk. Be on the lookout for those $750 reversal to the downside on the daily point and figure. Now if we zoom in a little bit closer, more on the 60-minute point and figure chart for the more shorter term, medium term traders, we can see this trend also started back here at 32.5 on the 60-minute. We met the target of 37.750. We then broke out of that zone, activated the 41.250 target, got there, pulled back a little bit, consolidated, then rallied, found support at these old cluster of support levels, motored ahead, broke past this old high resistance level here, and then we activated the 47.250 target. We met these targets, 47.500 target. We also met those targets when we broke out of this consolidation period, and then we also met the 49.750 target, and that target was also set after this breakout. So as soon as Bitcoin broke out of this consolidation period, it activated these targets, and those were the profit targets to look for. Then motored ahead, had a very big consolidation in and around these targets, so this cluster of targets. So that's we do expect these type consolidations to happen. We now have a multitude of shorter term targets to look out for: 55,000, 54,250, and 55,250, and 55,500. So there is a cluster of upside targets in and around the 55 zone. So be aware that we could see a consolidation yet again, similar to this consolidation, with about a $10,000 range, 48,500 and then 44. Yeah, so we can get a big range here for a consolidation in around these levels. We still have an uptrend based on a point and figure by looking at this 45-degree angle. So be aware that when we're moving into closer to the targets, there is a possibility for some profit taking in Bitcoin. Now the two other important points to look out for is the seasonality. We can see Bitcoin here is the average 20-year average seasonality pattern. So Bitcoin is somewhat still following a seasonal trend in its price action, so there is some consolidation risk in and around the 55, as we've now mentioned from the point and figure chart analysis, that we should see some profit taking coming in and around that levels, but just looking at a pure seasonal trading pattern. And another interesting point is just Bitcoin and Tesla looks pretty much like the same chart these days, so the same sentiment driving both instruments. But be on the lookout for a consolidation or a reversal in and around these 55, 53 zones. What we're looking for is a $750 reversal to the downside, and that will signal the trigger to take some profit off Bitcoin in and around these levels. We then expect it to snap back to 48,250, and then the uptrend to resume from that level. Until next time, happy cloud chart and point and figure chart trading on Bitcoin. Bye for now.